Hey guys, I've been reading about traditional custom from Jambi and I found something really interesting. Malam Bainai, have you heard of it?
Malam Bainai. That sounds familiar, but I don't really know what it is. What it about?
Oh, I know that one. It is a pre-wedding ceremony for bride, especially in Jambi, and some Minangkabau influenced cultures. It is a beautiful traditional full of meaning and emotion.
Yes, exactly. It's usually held 1 or 2 days before the wedding. The bride is surrounded by her female family members and close friends. They apply a red dye called inai or bainai on her fingertips. It's not just for beauty, it symbolizes purity, blessing, and her readiness for married life.
That's really beautiful. So, it kind of like using henna in Indian or Arabic wedding.
Yeah, similar in practice, but different in cultural meaning. In Malam Bainai, the ritual is deeply spiritual and emotional. It is about more than decoration. It is a sacred moment. The bride receives advice, prayers, and blessing from elders, and it often becomes one of the most touching moments before the wedding.
And the setting is always very traditional. The bride wears a baju kurung, a long veil with beautiful golden accessories, and sometimes even a crown. There's often traditional music, maybe a few dance, and sometimes symbolic ritual like washing the bride's hand or giving her symbolic items.
Wow, that sounds like a truly meaningful event. But I never actually seen one. Do people still do this today?
Sadly, not really. The traditional is slowly fading. You might still find it in some villages or families that strongly hold onto their heritage. But in cities or even towns, it's becoming very rare.
Yeah, many young people these days prefer modern weddings simple, fast, and practical. They think doing all these traditional customs is old-fashioned, too time-consuming, or even unnecessary.
Plus, it can be pretty expensive. Imagine preparing the traditional outfit, food, decoration, hiring traditional musician, and inviting so many people just for one night before the wedding. Not everyone can afford that.
And don't forget how too busy people are now with work, study, and life pressures. Not everyone wants to spend time planning and practicing rituals. Everything has to be fast, efficient, and Instagrammable.
True, but I think we're losing something important. Malamba Inai is not just about random tradition. It reflects our cultural identity, our values like respect for parents, the role of community, and the emotional support for someone entering a new path of life.
I agree. It is a moment for the bride to reflect, to feel surrounded by love and wisdom. It turned the wedding into something sacred, not just a party or a photo shoot.
Exactly. I've seen a video where a bride was crying during Malam Bainai because her mom was giving her advice and prayers. The atmosphere was so emotional, so sincere. You don't really get that level of meaning in purely modern wedding.
And the songs they sing during the ceremony, they are full of poetic words and deep emotions. It's like the culture is speaking through music. It connects generations.
It made me think maybe people have stopped doing it because they don't really understand it anymore. There's not much education about this custom, even in school. Sometimes even our parents don't talk about them.
That's true. There should be more effort to bring cultural awareness to young people. School, cultural centers, or even local communities could hold workshop or cultural festival to show how these traditional are done.
Or even use social media. People love sharing wedding content online. Why not share Malam Bainai moments? If more people saw how beautiful and meaningful it is, maybe they'll be inspired to bring it back.
I mean, we are the generation of content creator, right? We could make short documentary, TikTok or vlog that explain the ceremony and its meaning that might spark interest in other.
It is not about choosing between traditional and modern. It is about finding a balance. We can still have stylish, efficient weddings and include rituals that give meaning and depth.
Exactly, like mixing traditional music with modern instrument or wearing a modern style dress with traditional accessories. It's about fusion, not forgetting.
It's also about pride. When we embrace our tradition, we are showing the world where we come from. It's a way saying, this is who am I, and I value my roots.
And we give the next generation something to hold on to. If we let this thing fade, they'll only exist in history books or museums. Traditional aren't just about the past, they're about identity.
I wish more people saw it that way. Maybe when I get married, I'll include Malam Bainai as part of my wedding. Even it's simple, just sharing that moment with family and friends will mean so much.
Me too. I think I'll talk to my future wife about it. It sounds like a beautiful way to honor family, culture, and the journey into married life.
That's the spirit. Let's be the generation that brings this traditional back, not just out of duty, but with love, pride, and creativity.
Yes, preserving culture is not about being stuck in the past. It's about bringing the beauty of the past into the present and the future.